Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So for this video, we are going to start chapter 8, probability. So for this chapter, as you can see, we have 6 main subtopics, which is you are going to learn about basic laws, and we are going to learn how to find the probability of union. So this is called union, and intersection of two events. So there are a few formula here. And then we are going to see how to find the probability of combination and permutation as what we have already learned in chapter 7. And we are going to see mutually exclusive event, independent event, and also conditional event. Okay, so let's get started. So here we have, okay, chapter 8, introduction. Okay, so a random experiment outcome sample space. So here we are going to see what is the difference between all these things. So let's just go to example 1. Let's say the experiment is tossing a coin twice. So you have a coin. So obviously coin we have head and tail. Okay, so if you toss your coin twice, so the first toss will be head and tail. Okay, so that is your first toss. Okay, the second toss, for if you get head for the first toss, second toss maybe you get head or tail. Okay, same thing, if you get tail on the first toss, you maybe get head or tail on the second toss. Okay, so this represent the first toss, this represent the second toss. So what the outcomes? Okay, so what is the outcomes? The outcomes can be head. Okay, as you can see here, this is head and head tail. So you just go along the branches, head tail, and another one is tail head, and last one is tail. So as you can see, you have 4 outcomes. Okay, 4 outcomes if you toss your coin twice. Okay, so this is the first toss, this is your second toss. Okay, so there are difference between all the 4 outcomes. Okay, so what is the simple space? Simple space is just the same as the outcomes. It's just you have to write in this form, in bracket form. Okay, H T T H T T. Okay, so this is how we write our simple space. And what is the event? So as you can see from here, the question said here, a tail is chosen. Okay, a tail is chosen. So as you can see from the 4 outcomes, which one is tail? Which one consists of a tail? Okay, a tail maksudnya satu tail. So we have HT and TH. So the event here will be HT and TH only. Okay, so TT is not included because there are 2 tails. Okay, you only need to choose one tail, a tail. Okay, so next, rolling a dice only once. So if you roll a dice, the probability is to get number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's it. Okay, so the outcomes will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sample space is just we put in the bracket from here, 1, 2, in curly bracket, 4, 5, 6. And here the event, we have a number greater than 2 is chosen. The number greater than 2 is chosen, so that will be 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that are all the difference between outcome, sample space, and event. Okay, make sure you know the difference. So here, last one, we have rolling 2 dice. Okay, rolling 2 dice. So if you have, this is rolling a dice, 1 dice. So if you get 1 in the first roll, so second roll maybe you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it goes along here. If you get 2 in the first roll, second roll maybe you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're not going to do all that thing. So what we know that the outcomes will be, if we get 1 on the first roll, that will be 1 and 1 on the second roll. If we get 1 on the first roll, second roll 2, 1 first roll, second roll 3, and it goes along 1, 5, 1, 5. 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. And then we have 2. Okay, 2 on the first row, 1 on the second row. 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, and so on. Okay, so you can carry out everything here until you get 6 on the first row, 6 on the second row. Okay, so that your sample space, you can just write it by yourself. So here the event here is getting the sum of two number is 6. Okay, sum of two number is 6. So you have to sum up the two number like this one here. 1 plus 5, we have 6. So the event is 1, 5. And obviously 5, 1. 5 on the first row, 1 on the second row. And then we have 2 plus 4, we get 6. 2, 4, and also 4, 2. That is two different things. Okay, and another one is 3, 3. Okay, so that you have 6 outcomes there. Alright, so let's see basic law of probability. So as you can see from here, I write the formula to find the probability. Okay, to find the probability of A, we have to find the number of outcomes in A divided by of number of outcome in your sample space. Okay, so this is your sample space. Sample space is the whole thing. Okay, A is the event. Okay, this is the sample space, this is your S, this is your event A. Okay, to find the probability, your probability of A divided by your probability of sample space. So, and then one thing that you have to know is the probability cannot be more than 1. Okay, it has to be less than 1 and greater than 0. Okay, kalau dia letak 1.2, that is not probability. Okay, your probability has to be less and equal than 1 and greater than 0. And what is this called? PA prime. Okay, PA prime maksudnya bukan event A. Okay, so to find the probability of PA prime, we just do 1 minus PA. Okay, 1 minus PA. Right, so that is the basic laws. Okay, this is the formula. PA is equals to NA over NS. And the basic probability rules. So as I said there, PA is between 0 and 1. And PA prime is the thing that does not happen. Okay, sometimes the question write it as PA prime, sometimes it will be PA bar. That is all the same thing. Okay, the probability does not happen. So how are we going to find PA? So just simply 1 minus PA prime. Okay, so here the same thing. If you want to find PA prime, just 1 minus PA. Okay, alright, so okay, just let's see example 2. Okay, 2 dice are tossed. Find the probability. The sum of two numbers is 8. Okay, how are we going to do this? So the event here is, the experiment here is 2 dice are tossed. Okay, the experiment is 2 dice are tossed. So what is your outcome? So how are we going to find the outcomes? So as what we did earlier, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the first toss. Okay, but the question now, both of these questions asking for the sum of two numbers. Okay, sum of two numbers, sum of two numbers. So to make it our life easier, if the question said something about 2 dice are tossed, so what we are going to do is, we are going to separate this, do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 represent the first toss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, represent the second toss, or this way lah. Okay, this one is either way lah. This one is second toss, this one is first toss. Okay, so what will happen? You know that the outcomes will be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and so on. But the question, both of the question asking for the sum. So we are going to sum up it. Teruslah, okay? So now, here is your first outcome. Should be 1, 1. So if we sum up that thing, we are going to have 2. Okay? So first toss is 1, second toss is 2. If we sum up that, we are going to have 3. First toss 1, second toss 3, and we sum that up, we have 4. And then we just go along here. 5, 6, 7. Okay. First toss is 2, second toss is 1. So if we sum up that, we have 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Make sure you know what we are doing here. First toss is 5, second toss is 6, so we sum 5 and 6, we have 11, and then the last one here is we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so as you can see, the total sample space that we have here is our NS is equals to 36. Okay, 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 times 6 is 36. So NS is equals to 36. So let's go to the first question. This question said the sum of two numbers is 8. So how many 8s do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay, so we are going to do P sum number is 8 is equals to 5. Okay, this is your A lah. Okay, A is equals to sum of two numbers is 8, and we are going to find, sorry, this is your N. Okay, so you have 5 there, so we are going to find the probability of sum of two numbers is 8. So the formula is NA over NS. So our NA is 5, our NS is 36. Okay, make sure to simplify. If you can simplify, please simplify. Simplify, bukan simplify. Okay, simplify. Alright, so that's it. Okay, how about, okay, let's get rid of this. The question said the sum of two numbers are prime number. Okay, so make sure to know that your prime number. So just let this as equals to B. So we are going to find NB. So how many prime number do we have in our outcomes there? We have 2, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 7, 11, 11, 7. Okay, how many do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 prime number. So our NB is equals to 15. So to find the probability of B, NB is equals to, NB over NS, which is our number of sample space, is 36. Okay, so this one we can simplify. 15, we have 5 over 12. Okay, you have to simplify. Okay, if you leave it your answer just like this, tak dapat lah final mark. Okay, so that's it. Very basic law of probability. How to find the probability, number of event over number of sample space. Okay, so let's see example 3. 3 unbiased coins are tossed simultaneously. Okay, find the probability. Unbiased just means that it's just the same thing lah. Okay, tak ada apa-apa yang berbeza antara all the coins. Okay, find the probability of getting exactly 2 heads. Now, if we are doing dice, one of the ways is just put it like this. Okay, if the dice are tossed twice, bukan sekali je. This is one of the ways lah untuk senangkan kita cari apa sample space kita. So here we have 3 unbiased coins. So one of the ways to do this is by doing your tree diagram. Okay, as what we have done earlier. This one here. Okay, as I said, this is your first toss, this is our second toss. Okay, but in this case, we have 3 unbiased coins are tossed simultaneously. So what we have to do here is we have the first one, which is you get head, tail for the first toss, and then we are going to go head, tail for second toss, head, tail for the second toss, and last one, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, and head and tail. Okay, so one more thing to make it our life easier, please list out all the outcomes that you have. Okay, list all the outcomes that you have so that it is easier for us to do the question. Before we go into the question, just list our outcomes. So we have H, H, H. So H, H, H. We have 3 H there. And then we have H, H, T. Okay, go along the branches. Start with here, go there. Start with here, go there. Then we have H, H, T. And then we have H, T, H, H, T, H. And then we have H, T, T. H, T, T. And now all the H is finished. Start with T, T, H, H. Okay, T, H, H. And then we have T, H, T. And then we have T, T, H, T, T, H. And last one is T, T, T. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outcomes. Okay, or you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outcomes, or we can say you have 8 number of sample space. Okay, that is what you are going to do. If you are doing probability, you have to list out all the outcomes and put how many number of sample space do you have. Then we go to the question. So the first question said exactly 2 heads. Okay, so we are going to let that as A. Okay, let A is equals to exactly 2 heads. So finding the number of the event, which is exactly 2 heads. Exactly 2 heads, this is 3, not exactly 2, which is we have this one, this one, this one. Okay, that's it. So let's just list down. Here we have H, H, T, H, T, H, T, H, H, which is we have 3. So the number of the event is equals to 3. So to find the probability, our PA is equals to 3 over sample space, which is 8. Okay. Alright. So B, at least 2 heads. B is equals to at least 2 heads. Okay. At least is paling kurang. Paling kurang. So it can be more. So H, H, H. We can include that. H, H, T. We can include that. And then we have H, T, H. And then we have T, H, H. And that's it. Okay, this one is 1 H, 1 H, no H. Okay, so we have 4. So number of B, event B is equals to 4. To find the probability of B is equals to 4 over 8. Okay, make sure to simplify, which is 1 over 2. Okay, and the last one is at most 1 hit. Okay, at most is paling banyak. So the event, let's put it as C. Paling banyak 1 hit. Alright, so this one we have 3, cannot. This one, yes. H, T, T. And then we have T, H, T. And we have T, T, H. Okay, so we have 3 there. Okay, is there any more? T, T, H. THT, TTH, TTT. Can we include TTT? Because the question said at most one head. Okay, if the question said at most one head, paling banyak satu, you can include the 0 head as well. Okay, so TTT is included. Okay, so here we have number of event C is equals to 4. So probability of C is equals to 4 over 8, which is 1 over 2. Okay, right. So one thing to remember, at least ialah paling kurang, at most ialah paling banyak. Okay, paling banyak. Okay, alright, so let's go to another example. Example 4. So we have already learned something about the dice, which is we have to do this. Okay, if any question about dice, it's easier for you to do this type of this way lah. Okay, if the question said about head, this is one way to do it, which is by using tree diagram. And now I'm going to show you one more way to do your probability, which is by using Venn diagram. Okay, so here we have example 4. There are 100 Form 6 students, of whom 2 are studying biology, 15 are studying chemistry, and 8 are studying both biology and chemistry. So obviously we cannot use tree diagram, okay, for this type of data. So it is easier for us to do a Venn diagram. Okay, so let's do this. We have a big square here. No, this is not a square. Triangle. And then we as you can see, we have 2 outcomes here. Okay, 2 events, biology and chemistry. Okay, 1, 2. We have biology and chemistry. Okay, let's put this on the center. Alright, so this one represent biology, this one represent chemistry. Okay, so how many of these Form 6 students study both biology and chemistry? We have 8. Okay, if they study both biology and chemistry, that will be in the center here. So here will be 8. So this one will be 8. Okay, and the question said 20 are studying biology. Okay, 20 of this are including this one. Okay, this one 8 include in this 20 of people. So what you are going to do is you are going to take away from this one here. So 20 minus 8, you get 12. So here we have 12 that studies only biology. Okay, and here we have 15 are studying chemistry. Okay, from this 15, there are some of them from these 8 people, from these 8 students. So what we are going to do, we are going to minus 15 minus 8, we are going to have 7. Okay, that study only chemistry. Okay, so how about the rest of the student? You have 100 student. So 100 minus 12 minus 8 minus 7, we have 73. So 73 will sit outside of this circle. Okay, so now the first question. Okay, the question said find the probability that a student chosen at random studies both biology and chemistry. Okay, so what we are going to do here, alright, studies both biology and chemistry. So I'm going to put this as event A. Okay, so we're going to find the number of outcomes of A. Okay, so what is your number of sample space? Obviously, you have 100 of students, so number of sample space is 100. Okay, how many students that study both biology and chemistry? So here we have in the center here, which is 8. So to find the probability of A is just 8 over 100. Make sure you simplify that, you'll get 2 over 25. Okay, very straightforward. Okay, next example. You want to find the probability that a student chosen at random studies either biology or chemistry. So here what we have here is either or. Okay, so the keyword here is either biology or chemistry. Okay, either or. So let's see, before that, let's see this, all this Venn diagram that we have. We're going to see more on Venn diagram at the end of this chapter, but kita introduce je lah dulu. Okay, this one here, we are going to see this in the next subtopic. So for now, let's just focus on the green one here. Okay, so for Venn diagram, if the question said find the probability of A, so all this one here, including the intersection that you have here. Okay, if the same thing, if the question said find the probability of B, this one is included as your number of B. But if the question said find the probability of A only, so only this part without the intersection here. Okay, so if the question said A and B, so obviously that is the intersection, so only at the center here. And what we have in this question, either or. Okay, so that means is the whole thing inside your circle. Okay, so either A or B, or sometimes the question say A or B, or sometimes it can say everything. Okay, so here we have neither nor. Okay, if neither nor is everything outside the circle. Okay, langsung tak termasuk circle, so that is your neither nor. Okay, so now if we want to find the probability that a student studies either biology or chemistry, that will be the number of, let's say, like this as event B equals 2. So we have, so everything inside the circle, that will be 12 plus 8 plus 7. Okay, 12 plus 8 plus 7, and here we have 27. Okay, so probability of B will be equals to 27 over 100. Okay, so that's it for the first subtopic. Okay, we're going to continue in the next video. Thank you.